Speaking of friendly work environments, looks like the Carolina Panthers have one. I mean, as soon as we went off the air yesterday, they sent not one, but both quarterbacks to the podium. Both quarterbacks to the podium. And they seem to be just fine with each other, which is great. Somebody's got a career on the line, right? They both do.
Well,
kind of.
I mean, yeah.
But the winner of the quarterback competition is going to have that opportunity to take the bull by the horns, take the Carolina Panthers to the playoffs, and then show everybody that Matt Rule's system works, and they're the perfect conduit for it. And this player needs to be signed long term. And the other one will have to sit there and watch. Wait a turn.
Seeing ghosts.
Maybe have an opportunity if ghosts are seen or injuries occur. So let's hear from him. Because this is I mean, folks, I don't know if we've paused long enough because of the Baker Mayfield Deshaun Watson of it all. I don't think we've paused long enough for us to realize that the first two quarterbacks taken in an incredibly recent draft, 2018, and this is usually, it takes 5 years to figure out what's going on, and both of these quarterbacks have had 4 years, and we haven't figured out all that much. Because Darnold didn't get much of an opportunity. He got the opportunity in New York, but they really didn't surround him with much at all. He had two different coaches. One coach who was just absolutely not ready for it, and Adam Gase. And they handed the grocery shopping to him for one draft as well. I mean, the Jets didn't do him many favors. The best favor they did was send him to Carolina. And then he got hurt last year, and McCaffrey got hurt. So he really hasn't had that much of a week 1 to week 16 or week 17 opportunity with a roster around him ready to roll, sort of in the way that Zach Wilson set up for the Jets this year, to be honest with you. And then there's Baker Mayfield. We all know his situation. But I don't know. Have we ever seen anything like this where two quarterbacks were highly touted? One's a Heisman Trophy winner. Another one's from USC. And both of them could have been the first overall pick easily that year. Couldn't have batted an eyelash if it was Sam Darnold first chosen overall. As a matter of fact, it was a surprise that it was Mayfield.
It was big time surprise.
Coming out of the combine, it was a lock to be Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
And here we are. Both of them are in the same quarterback room. It's nuts. So now that we've spent a little bit of time on that, here's Baker Mayfield. Let's get him first up. This is what he had to say about how things are working in that quarterback room.
It's unique because we're all pretty young, I mean, Sam and I are the oldest ones in the room, and we're only going into year 5, so we're able to compete and kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Just the different systems that we've been in. Obviously, they're learning this one for the first time too, so compare it, contrast, and just come up with ideas to see the most efficient way to run things and get this team winning.
Sounds professional.
Sounds great.
Right? Sounds
That's how
professional.
Baker kind of always sounds. He always says the right thing. He's professional.
I think so. Well, his first year, remember, he wasn't shaking hands with Hugh Jackson. Remember that? And I thought that was spot on, to be very honest with you.
I think Hugh had it coming.
Let's start Tyrod Taylor after drafting you first overall. Let's do that. Until the Jets knock Tyrod Taylor out of a game, and then you can start winning. Oh, my God. Let's not go down too deep in that wormhole, because guess who was the starting quarterback for the Jets in that game? This guy, Sam Darnold, who's in the quarterback room with Baker. This is nuts. This is what Sam Darnold had to say.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the philosophy of anything in life, if you want something, you just got to go out and take it. And, that's kind of the philosophy that, like I said, you just got to have in anything in life, not just football or winning a quarterback competition. So, we're both, me and Baker, are going to compete like heck to go out there and compete for the starting job.
That sounds pretty healthy and normal, too. And, if you want something in life, you just got to go out and take it. That's with a little bit of a grain of salt, because if that was the case, then T.J. Jefferson would have shoplifted that big lighter the other day. I'm glad that you didn't, because you are a law-abiding citizen who represents you and your family in this show with A+ first class all the time. So.
Yeah. Plus, look at me, Rich. I already look suspicious. I can't be doing stuff like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on.
Sam Darnold, though, is making it. Look, I've said it. I'll say it again. And Joe Banner, longtime general manager and team president in this league, is going to join us in hour number 2. I'm going to ask him this. Look, they saw Darnold. They've gotten a year of seeing him up close. If they thought he was the guy, he would be the guy. If they thought Kyler Murray was studying hard enough in Arizona, they wouldn't have put a clause in the contract. Things happen for a reason, which is another way that you can go out and live life. Things happen for a reason. Baker was acquired in Carolina for a reason. And I think that gives him the leg up. He's also won a playoff game. And I think Sam Darnold is there in case Baker goes down. How does that sound? But it's a quarterback competition. Matt Rule says we'll know when we know. And another fascinating storyline playing out going into the 2022 season. And a lot of people aren't paying attention to it because they just feel that both of these quarterbacks are already washed up, which is not true. They're still so young. And everybody feels it's Tampa's division, even though Ryan Jensen, their center, went down earlier today in practice. Did he have to be carted off with a knee injury, Chris? Is that what happened today?
I was seeing conflicting reports on that, but did not look good.
Okay, so the Bucs appear to have suffered the first significant injury of training camp season of any team. The guy right there in the middle of their offensive line for Tom Brady. The New Orleans Saints got Michael Thomas back on the practice field for the first time in 18 months this week. So everyone just assumes it's Tampa's division, and nothing else is going to happen to surprise us. And Carolina might be raising their hands and saying, McCaffrey's healthy. We've got these quarterbacks. Let's go. And this is a fascinating quarterback storyline to play out.